guys, what's going on? We're at 2012 ConX, and this is an honor and pleasure. Denise Crosby, how are you?
I am well. How are
Doing
you?
good? I'm absolutely fantastic. A childhood memory has now been achieved. I loved the show.
Thank you so much.
Loved your character.
Thank you.
Question one, what was your favorite thing that you absolutely loved about Tasha?
Wow, my favorite thing about Tasha. Well, my stomach was very flat and hard.
Yes.
But
That's a good thing.
it's a good thing to have. No, Tasha kicked ass. You know, she was just so full of energy, life and vibrancy and spunky, and she was impulsive at times. You know, which I was always looking for moments of that.
Now, you and Morph had an interesting relationship. Explain the relationship between you and Morph and how great it was.
Well, you know, in Klingon culture, I mean, the women are the warriors, you know, and they he really loved the fierceness in me, and you know, and also I could take him. You know,
Oh,
I
yeah.
could take him. And that was so that made him even love me more.
Favorite mission that you went on as Tasha? Favorite mission
Wow.
before you ended the show?
There were some good away teams. You know, one of my favorites was meeting the Ferengi for the first time.
Oh yes, I remember that one.
Yeah, and Armin Shimmerman. You know, that was the first time he got to don the Ferengi gear, and you know, I also never laughed so hard in my life because they were going to be our enemies, our most fearsome.
And they're so funny.
And they have big butt heads. So
And massive ears.
And massive ears and funny teeth. And all I could do was laugh and say, this is who I've got to be afraid of.
I'm sure a couple of takes, we're going to do a couple of takes of that.
Oh, we did.
Next question, whose idea was your death scene?
That was all Gene Roddenberry. You know, he wanted Tasha her death to be so random and so unprovoked.
Because it was I think for me as a fan, a shock to everyone. Like we were in love with the character, and all of a sudden it was gone.
Yeah, yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that's what he intended.
And now the funeral scene is a magical scene. And did you have some influence on that? Or was that all scripted by Gene?
That was completely scripted and written, and it was so touching and so beautifully done that it was perfect the way it was.
It was amazing. Now, what are you up to these days?
I am working on a show for Showtime called Ray Donovan. That will come on in 2013.
Okay.
It's a new series with Lee F. Schreiber and John Voight, and Paula Malcolm is in it, Elliot Gould, really good cast, Stephen Bauer.
Okay, and then advice to filmmakers like myself, actors that want to get into the business, what would be the best advice for us?
Are you an actor or you want to be a filmmaker?
I do a little bit of everything. I like to edit, I like to direct, and I like to act. Those are my three favorites.
You know, be creative, be original, don't be afraid, work on your craft, do the best you can be because there's no one like you.
Okay, and then final question. If you could pick a favorite person from, a favorite character from the Star Trek whole series. It doesn't have to be in your show. It could be Voyager. It could be the new movie that came out a couple of years ago. Any character. Which is your favorite?
Do some dinner together?
Wow.
Really?
I know he's our nemesis, but I love Q. I love the character.
Q is amazing.
Yeah, it's
I think it's because like he's cunning, he's daring, he's a little cheeky at times.
Yeah.
But then you kind of love him, but you kind of hate him, and then he always does that full circle.
Yes, exactly. He's just a really interesting philosophical, you know, a very well written character.
And he keeps you on your toes. You
Yeah.
never know what's going to happen.
Right.
It's just
And he just pops up.
and he's out of control.
I know.
And then the characters are just standing there going, Whatever.
I know, exactly.
Well, this has been an honor, pleasure, Denise. Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
And we're going to be here all weekend at the at the ConX. I just went to contamination, that's why I said that. And all weekend, and we're going to be having a good time. So if you guys are not here, get here as soon as possible. Starring the epic John Fierce and legendary Denise Crosby. Interviewed by John Fierce. Yeah, dude. I don't know who he was, but it was filmed by a random fan. Edited and directed by yours truly, John Fierce. Okay, guys, you got nothing else to do with your life, so subscribe to me on YouTube. And also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, guys. See you later, homies. Aw, shit. A final note, I'd like to thank everyone who helped out with ConX. It really was a pleasure to come to this convention. Waiting. Also, thank you very much to Denise Crosby for this interview. It really was quite an honor. Also waiting. Finally, now watch Denise Crosby as Tasha in Star Trek The Next Generation, for Pete's sake. Because if you don't know what that is, then you're just a moron and you've never watched television in your entire life. You turd nugget to the fifth dimension of turd nuggets.